they will be forced to go in other communities and other hospices or die in acute care or medical or in the emergency. And that's not okay. That's not compassion.
Overflow hospital patients could take up half of the beds at a community hospice in Mission. And some people are alarmed that Fraser Health might be taking away those beds reserved for dying community members.
Yeah, so actually right now we have 10 hospice residence beds at the Christine Morrison Hospice. And I was notified on Wednesday that they are looking at taking 5 of those beds to use them for overflow medical patients. Of course, we are strongly opposed to that because anybody that knows anything about hospice care, it's completely different than medical. Hospice is end-of-life quality care. It is not medical, and so there's grave concern with this.
The Christine Morrison Hospice is on the 3rd floor of Mission Memorial Hospital. It's been mostly funded by the community for the last decade and a half until the Mission Hospice Society took over funding in 2016. Hospice Director Angel Elias says Fraser Health's reason for considering these beds for overflow patients was because the hospice had low occupancy.
We have low occupancy because it's Christmas time. People usually generally don't go into hospice at Christmas time. They'll wait till January. And as well, we've had some access issues with Fraser Health. And I also received several phone calls throughout the year from community people that are having issues with getting their loved one into our hospice. So they need to fix their system.
Elias is also concerned that Fraser Health could end up taking the beds permanently, something she thinks is a continuation of a trend where services at Mission Hospital are downsized.
Because they've slowly picked away at our hospital. We've lost our maternity ward, we've lost our surgeries. And so, you know, they'll take it away temporarily and say, well, we're using it for overflow patients. And then when the time comes, there'll be an excuse of why they need to continue using those beds.
City News reached out to Fraser Health and asked them how likely it would be for the health authority to convert the Mission hospice beds. In an email, they said, in part, "We are managing our hospital capacity at this time and have the ability to increase our capacity as needed. Fraser Health routinely reviews its services and hospital capacity to meet the needs of our communities. This includes seeing where underutilized beds are available." In other words, Fraser Health says their ability to manage their hospital capacity means there is not a high chance they will end up using Mission's hospice beds. Still, Elias is staying on guard and has created an online petition with over 2,000 signatures.
Our hospice is a jewel in our community. We need those 10 beds here.
In Mission, Kier Junos, City News.